You ever look at someone who's really successful and just think, man, they got lucky? What if I told you that's almost never the real story? That behind every so-called overnight success are years of quiet, hard work. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on a blueprint for building wealth by choice, not by chance.
So let's just get right to it with the big question. Is getting wealthy something that just happens to a few lucky people, or is it something that happens because of what people choose to do? Seriously, how you answer that changes absolutely everything.
And this quote, man, it just nails it. What the world sees and calls luck is really just the final, polished result of a ton of messy, invisible work. It's the tip of the iceberg, right? The part you see above the water after all the real work has been done underneath.
To really get how to build wealth on purpose, first we've got to dismantle the biggest myth that holds people back, and that is the lie of luck.
Just think about this for a second. We've all heard the stories, right? Most lottery winners are flat broke again within 5 years. Why? How does that even happen? It's because they got a pile of cash, but they never built the mindset of wealth. See, getting rich by chance is like a flash flood. It comes and goes, and often leaves a mess. But wealth built by choice? That's sustainable, because you've become the kind of person who knows how to create it, handle it, and grow it.
And this really boils down to two different kinds of people. First, you've got the believer. The believer is always waiting for the perfect moment, hoping for a big break to just fall out of the sky. Then you've got the builder. The builder doesn't wait around for the right time. They go out and create the right time through their actions.
And that's the real danger. Waiting for luck feels, well, it feels comfortable, doesn't it? It's safe, but it's a total trap. It's a slow poison because it lets you off the hook. It keeps you from taking responsibility and building the skills you actually need. And all the while, time, your most valuable asset, is just slipping away.
Okay, so if waiting around is the trap, how do we actually become a builder? Well, it all starts with the foundation. You have to adopt the builder's mindset first. This means you have to make a huge shift in how you think. The wrong question is, how do I get rich? The right question is, who do I need to become? You see, you have to stop chasing money and start focusing on becoming the kind of person that wealth is naturally drawn to. Your bank account, at the end of the day, is usually just a mirror reflecting what you believe. So what fuels this journey of becoming? Here's a secret. It's not motivation. I mean, motivation is great. It's the spark. It gets you excited. But it's fickle, right? It comes and goes. Discipline. Discipline is the engine. It's what you do on the days you absolutely do not feel like it. That's what actually moves you forward.
I love this idea. It's so true. Wealth doesn't respond to wishes or daydreams. It responds to consistent, disciplined action. It's about doing the work when nobody's watching, saving when you'd rather spend. That's the language that actually attracts and grows wealth for the long haul.
And this all leads to a hard but really important truth. You cannot be wealthy and be a victim at the same time. The two just don't mix. Builders practice what's called extreme ownership. Their mantra is, even if it's not my fault, it's still my responsibility. Look, your past might not be your fault, but your future is 100% your responsibility.
So, once you've laid that solid foundation of ownership and discipline, then we can start building on top of it. Let's get into the practical nuts and bolts formula for actually creating wealth.
And it's actually a pretty simple process, just 3 steps. Step 1, you learn a high-value skill, something people will actually pay good money for. Step 2, you earn an income from that skill. But step 3, this is the absolute game changer. You have to scale it with systems so that your income isn't tied to the hours you work. That's the key to freedom.
So what kind of skills are we talking about? We're talking about things that are basically recession-proof. Think digital skills like coding or marketing, content creation, media, sales, communication. All the skills that help other people and businesses make money. When you can solve that problem for someone, you will always be in demand.
Now here's a super important distinction you have to understand. People who struggle financially are always chasing cash, but wealthy people, they focus on building assets. Here's how to think about it. Cash is the fuel for today. It pays the bills. But assets, things like investments, digital products, and automated business, that's the engine that's going to build your freedom for tomorrow.
All right, so you've got the builder's mindset and you have the wealth formula, but what's the glue that holds it all together and makes sure you actually execute on the plan? It all comes down to the power of your daily routine.
Check this out. The math here is kind of mind-blowing. If you get just 1% better every single day, by the end of 1 year, you're not 365% better, you're nearly 37 times better. That's the incredible, almost magical power of compounding. Small, consistent actions add up to massive results.
And that is why this quote is pure gold. Your goals are great. They give you direction, but it's your systems, your daily routines, that actually determine your results. When your motivation is gone and your willpower is shot, a good system makes sure you keep making progress anyway. It's automatic. So what does that look like in practice? It means having simple, non-negotiable habits, like waking up with a clear intention, not just scrolling your phone. Learning something new every single day. Taking action, building or selling something that moves you forward. Knowing where your money is going. And, probably most important, protecting your focus like it's the most valuable currency you have. Because it is. Okay, we've covered the mindset, the formula, and the daily routine. The entire blueprint is right here in front of you. So there's only one thing left to talk about now. It's your move.
That's it. It's time to stop making excuses. No more "I don't have time" or "I don't have the money." If you have an hour to scroll social media, you have an hour to learn a new skill. You don't need money to start, you need resourcefulness. The excuses have to stop.
And this brings us to the most important point of all. It's not your background, it's not your education, it's not who you know that matters most. The single biggest factor in this entire equation is you. You are the variable. Your daily decisions, your willingness to learn, your choice to act, that's what matters.
So build, don't beg. Stop waiting around for someone to give you permission. Stop hoping a lucky break finds you. Builders don't beg for opportunities. They build them. They build their skills, they build their income, and they build their future, one brick at a time.
So, in the end, it all comes down to a very simple choice you have to make every single day. You can make progress or you can make excuses. You can't do both. So, which one is it going to be? The excuses that keep you comfortable or the progress that will set you free? The choice is yours.